Go, go.
Okay, Chuck, going to look at your iron swing, starting at the impact position, which is the most important because everything the golf ball does, how far it goes, how high it goes, how much its spin and curves, is a direct response to the laws of physics and motion that exist at the moment of impact. So you can do a lot of wrong things before impact and after impact, but if you're okay at impact, then everything else doesn't matter. Um, First, want to look at weight distribution between the feet. Um, and so I'm going to draw a box from the top of your head to the center of your ankles. And I can see that you have your upper body. This is Grant Wade on the right. Grant was on the tour during the late 90s, considered having one of the best swings in golf. He's now one of the top instructors of tour players. He and Joe Mayo are friends of mine. Joe lives here in Vegas. But you can see how Grant has 85, 90% of his weight on his left side at impact. The average pro will have that much weight on their left foot at impact. So, one of the things that you want to make sure you do with your irons is to control the location of your low point of your arc. And your low point has to be in front of the golf ball. You've got to hit the ball first and then the ground. All pro divots have the divot after contact, after the ball. And you have a little tendency for your golf circle to rock a little bit back and forth, left and right, and it's not stable. And so one swing you may hit the ball first with a perfect divot. The next swing you may have your low point a little bit too far back, and you'll hit it fat a little bit. Also, you might occasionally hit it thin for the same reason. So one of the things that you need to do in order to be a little bit more consistent, your best shot is good enough. I just want to make sure you're hitting your best shot often enough. And so we don't need to try to hit it. You've got excellent control of direction. You have adequate distance and power with your irons. I just want you to be more consistently hitting it solid, because when you're not solid, you're not going to get the distance that you had calculated to get for the swing. And so by hitting it more consistently solid, you'll hit your number a lot more often. I'd mentioned in the statistics report that I really wanted to get your wedge game more accurate, and that you really have to get your wedges consistently solid and hit that ball first. From the waist up, you are in pretty good shape here. You've got good extension in your arms, but it's from the waist down that I see a little bit of a difference. If I drew arrows from the ankles to the knees of Grant's lower body, you can see how he's really leaning to the target. And you are not quite pressing to the left as much with your lower body. And so I would like to see over time you move this right knee and right hip a little closer to your left side. Start your lower body moving to the target a little bit sooner and you're kind of flat-footed at impact. You're not really getting to the inside of your back foot. So you almost want to feel like you're hitting the ball with your right hip and not just your hand. You kind of stand flat-footed and mostly execute your golf swing with your upper body only, just kind of throwing your arms at the ball. And I want you to tie in now your lower body timing with your upper body. So that's really the only thing that I see you need to work on a little bit, is just a little bit more lower body action in your downswing.